Hello everybody and welcome to your general weekly reading for November 20th, 2017. This week I am using the Fairy Tarot card deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So I hope that you are doing well, and if you are having a challenging experience the last couple weeks, just know this is all part of the experience, and that you just have to take as much time as you can for reflection and rest so that whatever's coming up and affecting you can just come up and be expressed so that it can leave, so that it can make room for the better stuff, for the new stuff that wants to come in, so you don't have to carry around all of this baggage anymore. So you are not alone in this experience. A lot of people are finding the past couple of weeks really rough. If you are not being impacted by all of the universal energies and all of the pressure coming in from the planets and just the general vibe on Earth and other people's moods kind of as we transform kind of into longer nights, shorter days, people are really being impacted and all of that. So if you're finding that you are steady in all of this, I am so happy for you. That is amazing. Keep on keeping on. But for those of you who are suffering, just know this too shall pass, and just take whatever you need to in the interim so that you can survive happily, basically. And if you have to, do extreme self-care by canceling any sort of commitments that you've had previously, feel free to do that. Sometimes we just have to look out for ourselves and just not worry about how other people are going to feel. Just let people down nicely so that you're not putting your stuff onto them, that they can just understand that purely for yourself, you just need to take a moment and not attend whatever event or commitment that you had previously confirmed that you would attend. So that being said, this week is a bit more stuff. Feels like we're kind of moving into the heart a little bit. A lot of old patterns and heartbreaks and unresolved grief is kind of coming up. If you have experienced any previous traumas that maybe you haven't completely dealt with or completely grieved, now would be a great time to kind of sit with it, because it will come up this week. And the more that we can get comfortable with actually feeling these emotions, the less that they'll overtake us and consume us. And if we transfer our belief systems about emotions being bad, if we transmute that into that the emotions that we're feeling are the lessons, then they will be your greatest teachers, and that they will work with you and they won't control you and take you all over the place. Okay, nothing else on that. So I'm going to pull some cards here. What do we need to know for the week of November 20th, 2017? I'm going to pull 4 cards, one for the general theme. Oh, 2 for the general theme, apparently. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, so for the general theme, we have the 2 of Summer, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Okay, and then we have also, with the theme of the week, is King of Spring, innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical. A financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. Awesome. So these are really 2 really great cards. So because this is a general reading, obviously this message will vary for everybody, but just being open to whatever messages that you are receiving throughout the reading, and just know that those are for you. So when we look at the 2 of Summer, it's about summer represents the emotions again. So heart stuff, relationships, love, everything that kind of operates here, any unresolved feelings about love or whatever, that could be coming up this week. And as we see in this card, this could mean that you do fall in love this week, or that you do meet somebody that will turn into a really great relationship for you. But it also talks about connection with those people in your life. If you're in a romantic relationship, really spending time with them this week, and just looking at your relationship as though it is completely whole and perfect and complete, without trying to look at all of the stuff that could improve or anything that's bothering you, and just putting it out there positively that our relationship is completely healed. You know, the law of attraction, you don't want to attract any more problems into your relationship, and you don't want to ruin your relationship because you can't stop thinking about all of the problems or all of the things that your spouse is doing wrong. So just focusing on your relationship this week. If you are having challenges in your relationship, your partner could also be, even if you're not being impacted, your partner could be impacted by everything that's been going on the last couple of weeks, which they may not be able to put their finger on, so they're trying to find a logical explanation for the way that they're feeling, and that could be turning the blame towards you. So having compassion and trying to be open with your partners, especially if you now know this message that this could be the reason why your spouse is going to get mad at you, or temporary problem could arise in your relationship. It could just be because of the energy. So trying to just hold space for them to get out whatever they need to get out, and trying to meet them kind of in the middle, compromise what they need from you, and try to have compassion for them in their experience, because they're also having a challenging time as well, probably. And so then in addition to that, we also have the King of Spring, which talks about passion, which talks about money. So I'm getting the feeling actually that a person, male, could actually come into your life and help you out with finances, or perhaps like a new job or a partnership in a business. But I'm also feeling like for those of you who have male partners, that this King of Spring is your partner, and that the partner is kind of going to step up this week and be a bit of a leader in the relationship and start to look at the financial part of things, and might actually find that you have more money than you ever anticipated, or that you ever thought you did. So just being open to those experiences as well. You might find that somebody all of a sudden turns around and is supportive of you and your passions. Maybe you do work like this and your whole family doesn't believe in it, and suddenly your brother randomly supports you, or something like that. So just being open and gracious to whatever experience that you have, being open to those people in your life who are coming in to help you. So we have Queen of Autumn for Monday, Tuesday. Generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. Be practical with respect to how to proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So again, just reaffirming. So if it's not a male, could be a female coming in to assist you with your money situation. Because this is autumn, this talks about the physical reality, money, security, job, all of that kind of stuff. So if a male is not stepping in for you, this could be a female coming in and helping you. Again, just being open to new opportunities, and understanding that if you are that woman stepping into someone else's life to assist them, that you are the Queen of Autumn, and that everything you touch can turn to gold. So own that, and imagine yourself as the best of what you do, and live through that in order to assist other people. And if you just brought this up, if you're thinking about redecorating or starting to decorate for the holidays, now's a great time to start doing that. It's nice and light. It should be a happy thing. I always like decorating because I really like nesting, especially when I'm stressed. I like to nest. So if you're feeling really, really dragged down by everything that's going on, maybe it's time to redecorate, or maybe it's time to get some holiday decorations up and that kind of a thing, making your space more beautiful so that you can feel more relaxed. We have middle of the week, release. Oh, this is so good. So this is a major arcana card. So this is kind of talking about these universal energies that I've been talking about, those kinds of things that are, putting pressure on our planet and also on our own individual selves, things that we can't really control or explain that are coming in. So this push in the middle of the week from the universe, again, not something that we can control, is going to force us to release. So that is great news, because that means that if you had a lot of pressure building up, that the time for release is upon us, and that with all of this will come a purpose, and that purpose may happen in the middle of the week because we will actually finally have that release and being able to let go. So in the middle of the week, if you are feeling a bit lethargic, take as much time as you can to rest, as always, and just being open and receptive. Of course, meditate and imagine your problems just lifting off of you. If you are somebody who's trying to let something go, it would probably be a good time in the middle of the week to do those sorts of practices, writing lists, burning lists, consciously letting things go, breathing it out, all of that kind of stuff. Letting go of old patterns and trying to break those bad habits. So if you're beating yourself up about a bad habit you have, middle of the week might be a great time to let it go and to let go of the guilt that you're carrying around having the bad habit. And perhaps the bad habit is just going to be a part of you. But once you accept that as your stuff and you're not rejecting it or you're not beating yourself up about feeling that way, you will have that big release, and that you can just acknowledge it and you can just kind of accept it, whether it is a part of you or you are able to actually release the bad habit. It's just about not taking things too seriously, not beating yourself up about everything. This could also be ending. So if you had a contract that's perhaps ending, or relationship or anything, and this could be a relationship if you've decided to maybe let go of the relationship, or if you've been carrying around old baggage from previous relationships and this week you're actually able to let it go to move forward, that'll be really beautiful for you. And so for the weekend, wow. This is a really love-centered week, I think, for some of us. For most of us, I think. So on the weekend, we have the Lovers. So again, another major arcana card. So again, when we're looking at major arcana, this is universal influence, not very much control that we have over the situation. So the Lovers card, in this reading, actually, I am kind of seeing it as a relationship. It doesn't always come up as a romantic relationship, but for those of us who are in a romantic relationship, this weekend might be a really good time to spend really good quality time with your partner, doing things that the both of you like, away from everyone else, away from cell phones and chores and everything like that. If your spouse likes to go to Banff or the mountains, or likes to go outside for a walk, whatever, just take them out and just do it. Away from all of the other stuff, away from the chores, away from the kids, away from the dog, all of it. Just spend time with each other and talk and reconnect with each other. If you're not in a romantic relationship, it's about the marriage and the relationship with yourself. So again, if there's something you like doing, if you want to go painting or something like that, just go ahead and do that without guilt and reconnect with yourself. The Lover sometimes talks about polarity, so the light and the dark, masculine, feminine, marriage of the energy, I should say. So we both have masculine and feminine energy within us, but most of us are imbalanced in one area. And so perhaps reflecting on the pieces where you're imbalanced. If your energy is way too feminine for your liking or way too masculine and you want to work on the other side, perhaps it's time to engage in an activity that helps you to develop that other side in that relationship, and to bring that into balance. And this is also not something that you'll have to work for. Things could just fall into place if your spouse is really busy all the time, or you're really busy and you find that maybe there's not a whole lot of time in your schedule. Things could change for you this weekend. Just randomly, the universe might just take your plans from you and kind of force you two together in a nice, loving way. But sometimes the universe has a way of taking care of the blocks in our life. As always, I hope that you take lots of time for rest and reflection this week, and that you see your life as whole and complete and perfect without trying to focus too much on the negative things that you would like to change. As we talk about self-development and self-improvement, it's really tough not to get carried away with all of the things that you're doing wrong and all of the ways that you need to be better, do more, be faster, do it all more productively. Try to take what you can, take what resonates and leave the rest, because when you oversaturate yourself with all of the shoulds that you need to be doing, it's exhausting, and then you eventually start just not liking yourself very much. So trying to find the balance there as well. As this is a general reading, so however this translates to you in your life, I hope it is a great week, and I hope that you're able to receive all of the wonderful things that the universe is trying to bring to you, and that you can release all of the old stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. And I am sending you so much love. I hope that you have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for being here.